Hello, everybody. Alyssa, go over there and say hi. This is my husband, Steve.
Hello.
Steve, my YouTube buddies. This is our daughter, Alyssa. We have 4 children, 1 together and 3 separately. You know, I have 3 from three from my first marriage and 1 from this marriage. My first marriage was. It was. That's all I'm going to say. It was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
I want to show my ring.
Okay, show them your ring. We were going to do a challenge with me and Alyssa, but we couldn't think of anything, so we had to throw something together. So I figured we would do the husband tag. I don't think you guys... I think you've seen my husband in not tags. Maybe tags, a couple of videos. We exercised in one of them. But anyway, we're going to do the husband tag.
Oh,
okay,
quiz.
so...
Pop quiz,
exactly.
You do it!
Yep, it's rolling. Making sure. I just tried to use my camera, and because of Alyssa's big lips in here, we couldn't hear when it cut off. It cuts off at 8 minutes or 10 minutes. It doesn't have a... Anyway, that's a whole nother video. Okay, husband tag. Where did we meet?
Spring Valley, California. At Fanny's.
We met... It was actually where...
Karaoke bar.
Yeah, it was a karaoke bar. And it's the same place they filmed Renegade in Spring Valley, California. The one with Lorenzo Lamas in it. Anyway, yeah. And yeah, we met there. Where was our first date?
In your nose.
What?
I did up your nose.
You said in my nose. Our first date.
Ouch. Ow.
First date? You can't call when we met a date?
Buy me a glass of wine wasn't a date. I went right home. I went right home after he got me a glass of wine. He just looked at me across the bar and he was like, hi. And I'm like, hi. My friend actually introduced me to him. She said, oh, this is Steve. And he was like, oh, hi. And I'm like, hi. And then he kept staring at me. So I was like, creeper. He kept staring at me, but then he, yes.
Yeah.
And then he said, can I get you a drink? And I said, sure. And, you know, he goes, what do you like? I said, a glass of wine. I think it was Zinfandel. It was either Zinfandel or Chardonnay.
Well,
That's all I drank as far as wine.
Yep.
Yeah, he was very nice. He was very respectable. And then he asked me if he could have my number, and I said, sure, here. You know?
And it was
Then
1,
we
2, 3,
hooked
4,
up.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to the bar and find her again.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave him a fake... No, I didn't give him a fake number. Then... Our first date? Was that our first date? Our first date was at a Mexican restaurant, you jerk. It was at a Mexican restaurant right across the street. In fact, it was the same night. It was. No, it was the next night. Because I was like, I don't really want to go.
You had to hope
no.
you came back the next night.
Yeah. He got my number, and then he asked me, and I said, well, why don't we go right across the street from Fanny's? Or we met at Fanny's, and I said, well, I want to eat. And you were like, no. You asked me, do you want something to eat? And I was looking at the thing at Fanny's, and was like, well, I don't want no chips. So I said, there's a restaurant right across the street, so that's where we went. So what was your first impression of me?
First impression, reserved. Someone that looked like they were approachable and was going to be friendly.
And I cursed him out. No,
That's why I kept staring, because I was like, geez.
Yeah, you kept staring at me.
Can I go up to her? Can I go up to her?
Yeah, you kept staring at me.
Down?
I'm like, damn, dude. And then you're like, can I buy you a drink? And I think as soon as I accepted a drink from him, he was like, oh, okay. Then he came up and started talking to me and asked me for my number.
I don't know what I was wearing.
I don't even remember. He was wearing a pair.
Hey, have me maybe black pants and a black.
He was wearing blue jeans. Maybe his shirt was black. I don't know.
Blue jeans.
Yeah, you always wore blue
know?
jeans. Anytime he went to Fanny's, it was a country and western bar.
He was wearing a
And
black shirt over
karaoke, so he always wore blue jeans. And he wore cowboy boots a lot, too.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, back then I did.
When did you meet my family?
Shortly after that, I remember going to your house. I met your kids.
Did we get married? I met him in 97.
June of 97.
And we got married
over a year later.
A year and a half.
It was in May.
It was a year and 5 months later we got married.
I do remember when I was talking to your sisters, they both warned me and tried get me to run away and like, no, don't go with Kelly. Go.
Well,
with someone
because
else."
of Tony. Because nobody ever thought that I would ever leave my first husband. And even though we weren't together when I met him, we were still talking. Of course, I have a child. I met him when my son was only 2 weeks old. But me and my husband, let me make this clear, we were not, my ex-husband, my first husband, we were not together at the time that I met him. But what happened was my ex-husband's mom came to visit the kids, because all three of my oldest children are from him. This one right here, Alyssa, is, our child together. But my ex-husband, what was I saying? She's on my last nerve right now. We weren't together. We weren't together for a long, other than, there's a way, God, it's getting too deep with
that's
that.
a different story.
Put it this way, yeah, it's a different, no, I'm going to go on with this one. Because my ex-husband, Alyssa, that's enough, okay? In a minute, you're going to be excused in the room. I'll pause it, and then you'll be in trouble. Anyway, we weren't together, and it's going to be, it's too personal to get into. Put it this way, I was not expecting to have my third child, which is the last child from my first marriage, but I ended up having him. And it wasn't, I'm glad I've got him, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the way I wanted it to be. Anyway, what's a weird habit of mine? Gosh, was that a tangent or what?
Yeah, it was.
What's a weird habit of mine?
Weird habit?
I thought why did I go off on
I don't know.
my ex? Anyway, yeah.
I guess that's a weird habit.
Oh no, his mother came down to see her. His mother came down to see the grandchildren. My first husband's mother came down to see my grandchildren, or my children, her grandchildren, and that's how I met him. I went just to hang out with friends because it was right around the corner from where I lived, and that's how I met him. And I was looking for a roommate, so lo and behold, about 2 months after we met, he became a roommate. But I've known Steve since my 18-year-old was only 2 weeks old. Anyway, so, I've known him forever. How long what's a weird habit of mine?
Going off on tangents like that?
Yeah. I'm OCD.
You'll start on one thing, and then next thing you know, you're talking about something completely different. And
You're getting me mad.
Just leave it alone.
It's my camera. Don't do that.
Don't touch stuff.
Okay. How long have we been together?
5 months.
Since January 97.
Since January 97, okay. Do we have any traditions? Did you do that?
No.
She did.
Okay, I was going to say, it better have been her, not you. Do we have any traditions?
It's him. He did that. Poo.
We do, but, it's not like...
It's a family family tradition. I would say making Christmas cookies together, playing categories, like when your mom and dad would come down. I know your dad passed away, but as you can tell, we got a 5-year-old that does not want to listen. She acts up when we are on camera because she's like, oh, I can act up and they won't pop me one. Well, guess what? You got another thing coming. Because if you don't sit on your dad's lap, I'm going to pop you. You guys want the real thing? It's right here in this house. I'm not even messing with this little girl.
Sit down.
Anyway, so the traditions are making s'mores during, we'll do marshmallows and s'mores outside during the cooler months. We'll make cookies. We have family night.
Yeah.
Those kind of traditions.
Camping out.
Any animal.
We camp out in the living room every weekend.
Yeah, every weekend it's camp out in the living room, watching TV.
Leslie sleeps on one couch,
and then
I'll crash on the other.
And then, they have popcorn or whatever and watch a good movie. Okay, an animal that resembles me.
I'm supposed to be nice, huh?
That's a strange
That's a strange question.
That is. An animal, ponder on that one, will you?
Well, let's see, you can be stubborn as a mule sometimes.
Come on, call me the female dog. 'Cause I know I can be a bitch. I can be. But it takes a lot. And with him it doesn't take much because he knows what buttons to push and he does it on purpose. He does it on purpose.
I'd say sometimes you're a workhorse.
Sorry, but I think it TURNS. I think it turns him on whenever I get
Yeah.
really angry.
Mama, Daddy's not
Well, you sit there and want to keep. He likes to do a good debate. A good debate, and it's like when I'm right, I'm right. He's never right, so we know how that is. Okay. So, what did you say? I resemble a mule. So an ASS,
Stubborn as a mule.
stubborn
Sometimes-
as a mule.
Sometimes, I'd say strong as a workhorse.
Yeah, strong as a workhorse. Okay.
Loud as a lion. Say that much.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very, very loud. Even my daughter was here, my oldest one. She was like, I covered her head because I'm loud. What was our first road trip? That was a really big road trip.
Big road trip.
You know,
Well, that one's gonna be coming here.
yeah, from California. We left California
Rented an RV in San
January
Diego.
7th, 2008.
Rented
And
an RV from San Diego. Drove cross country to Gulfport, Mississippi on the I-10.
yeah, with 3 kids in tow. She wasn't born yet.
Yep.
And then me and him.
Oh, it's cool. I kept hitting those little bumps on the side of the road, waking the oldest
Yeah, my
son
son
up.
was asleep in the bed back, and
And he'd wake up going,
he'd
"What
sit
was
straight.
that?"
Yeah, he'd sit straight up.
So I do
Okay,
that a couple times to him.
that was our first road trip. First thing you noticed about me? I think we already covered that one. Other than that, I guess first noticeable trait about me, like physical attribute, I would think.
The long dark hair, and then I saw your eyes.
Yeah, I kill everybody with it. So
The long dark hair, and then the eyes.
yeah. I
First saw you from the back, so so I saw the hair, the long hair.
Yeah, the long hair. He liked my long hair, and then my eyes just captivated him. Okay. No, back in the day, I had this guy walk past me more than once. Other guys. Are you trying to get attention? Because we can't hear.
Yeah.
You're really agitating. Okay?
Stop.
Anyway, we'll stop,
It's library time.
Your eyes are beautiful. I'm like, oh, I don't, my daughter just told me, a week ago. She's seen them in the sunlight. I have really, really light brown eyes. Okay. But we got to get going.
Yeah.
What pisses you off about me?
Meanie.
Alyssa calls me a meanie. Alyssa.
What?
Buttonage.
Butt.
There's a few things.
Well,
Think of
just
one. Thinking one off the top of my head.
hurry. We only got...
I don't know. I guess when you argue.
Okay, when I argue with me, never wins. That's why it pisses him off. See, like right now, I just pissed him off. Favorite feature you have about me? Or you love about me? Favorite feature you love about me? Quit dreaming and just speak.
I was thinking, does the word everything count?
He loves everything about me. I know he loved me still. Three things I'm good at. Come on.
You're good at hockey,
Hockey? No, she don't even play
Okay,
hockey.
3 things I'm good at.
3 things you're good at. Cooking.
Yeah, make a mean meal.
And
Good food.
making French fries.
Yep, cooking. We're going to have to go into a part 2 if you don't hurry. It's almost 14
Okay.
minutes.
I'm doing the next one with you, Daddy.
Cooking.
things.
Cooking booking. And putting earrings on. Good?
You're good with Alyssa.
I'm good with my daughter.
Yep. You're good with your grandson.
I'm good with my grandson. I'm good with more than that. But anyway, do I have PMS? Come on, we got to
Almost
hurry
all
up.
the time.
Almost all the time, even though I'm going through perimenopause. But I still have it all the time. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Hurry up.
Daddy's butt.
Let's just say this. He wears the pants, but I control the zipper. All right. Everybody take care. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll be back tomorrow with a video saying who won the challenge. Or who won the challenge.